Hello everyone, Logan Kirkson McCarthy here to bring you another Plaza entry update video. Today is May 9th, 2024, and as we get closer and closer to this turnover date for Phase 2, work is really ramping up and a lot of stuff going in place around site. So without further ado, let's get right into this week's video. Alright, so over at the West Pavilion, we started a new activity this week with Hike Camp. Demobilizing from that east corner, we were able to start some structural steel, and then we're continuing our work on the curtain wall system as we move down the face of West Pavilion. Water taps is an ongoing activity that we've got DeLuca and Castle working on, and then we started ceiling grid inside the hospital, and we're continuing our work on that interior framing as well as soffit framing. Alright, this photo here just shows that enclosure system we've got going on over at West Pavilion. So as you can see, we have all of our back pants installed along that top row, working on getting the second row of back pants installed now, and then we'll come back with some shadow glass after that. And then if you look to the far left of the enclosure at our connection to the tower, you'll see all that structural steel we got in place this week, as well as some of that metal decking we've got going on now. Alright, so these are just a few photos showing some of the other work we've got going on. In the top left, you'll see some of that excavation as well as that water line work that we've got Castle and DeLuca out here doing. And then below that is going to be a couple pictures showing some of that soffit as well as the support for the new donor glass element we've got going in over at the West Pavilion. And then on the right, you'll see some of that interior framing as well as some of that interior soffit work and then the ceiling grid going in here as well this week. Alright, so inside the Plaza garage and the bridge, MEP rough-in and elevator work is continuing, and it's slowly transitioning into more of a device out and finish work than it is rough-in at this point, now that we've got devices going in. The garage stairs, we're continuing our work here. Joe Ward's out here doing some prep work now, and then we'll come back and get these primed and painted. Interior framing and gyp is still going on. Every day it seems like we're putting up new walls, so super exciting to see that. The storefronts down inside the garage is a new activity that we've got going on this week. And then we're also continuing the jewel box stone. We do have all of the granite base installed, and we're waiting on the rest of the stone before we can start going up the wall here. On the left, you'll see the bridge. So as you can see, we do have all of our diffusers going in. It's one long linear diffuser that'll run the entire span of the bridge. And we've got all of our taps connected to this diffuser, and we are working on getting this tied in with some ceiling grid after we get the diffuser installed on the other side. And if you look to the right, that's going to be a photo from down in the jewel box on the floor looking up at the ceiling. So as you can see, we do have all of our gyp soffit installed as well as our linear diffusers here, and then we also have all of the armature panels installed for the sculpture artist who will be coming out here in the next month or so. These are just a couple photos showing those storefronts we've got going in inside the garage lobbies. So this photo was taken on G3 this morning. As you can see, they do have all the glass installed here aside from the slider door. It looks super good, and it's getting us real close to being able to be temp controlled in here, so we'll start moving on to some finish work. Not much of an update this week over in Hoodland Park, unfortunately, with the weather. We're still working on having Castle finish up the backfilling, and then we'll have BJ out to do the rest of the sidewalks and get some landscaping done. So more to come here, but nothing really this week. Alright, that's all I've got for you this week. As always, I want to thank you for your patience and cooperation as we go through this process together, and I'll see you in the next one.